So you consider yourself non-binary.
Yeah.
So when you in gender, and so when you consider yourself non-binary, is that purely your innate sense or awareness of who you are, or is there a physical component to that as well?
I think there is a physical component of it, but in the sense of it being a performative thing that has physical
Like Judith Butler
characteristics.
argues.
Yes, like Judith Butler argues that gender is performative. It's something that we construct continually in our everyday lives through how we dress, how we talk, how we interact with others. How we shape our being in the world.
She even goes as far as to say that sex doesn't even exist. I mean, she's I'm
I need to read more
I'm
of what
familiar with
she writes about that.
Gender Trouble. That's
I haven't
the
read the whole thing, but I've read parts of it.
So okay, if gender is simply a social construct, then how are you gauging whether or not how you perceive yourself is actually true?
Could you explain that more?
So one of the questions that people have, and something that I even wrestle with, is if gender is a social construct, and as some would argue is not connected to any kind of your physical, then how do you gauge whether or not how you are seeing yourself is actually true? Because people think differently, people see themselves differently. That's very subjective. Right. So do you have an objective reference for how you view yourself gender-wise or sexually?
I mean, I suppose, and this is probably true to some extent for everyone, the way that other people see us informs how we see ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think part of the struggle for me in escaping the masculine norms that I was raised to conform to is trying to just not care as much about how other people see me. Now, on the other hand, I think part of gender performativity is you can have fun with it. You can shape your gender so that people see you the way you want to be seen. But yeah, for me, I feel like at this moment, a lot of the way I perform gender is more just for myself than for other people.